Hi there, Tina here from Midlife Fabulous, and today we're in the kitchen cooking up a beautiful Easter dessert. So if you like my channel, I'd really love if you could subscribe to it. If you do love this video, please give it the thumbs up. And if you've got a comment on a great little Easter dessert that you like, then please pop it in the comments below because I'd love to try it. Today we're going to make some dulce de leche filled Easter eggs. And what is dulce de leche? Well, it's very similar to caramel. However, it's a really creamy, milky version of the caramel. Dulce de leche is made traditionally with milk and sugar, but that's a really long way of making it. And nowadays, today, you can make a quicker version of it just by using 2 cans of condensed milk, where caramel is made with sugar and water. So now you can see where the creaminess comes in because we're using condensed milk or milk in the dulce de leche. Really simple, really easy. Let's get into it. 2 cans of condensed milk. That's it. Now what we do with that is, got a baking dish and a baking tray, some alfoil, and then I've pre-boiled some water. So what we do first of all, we just get the 2 cans of condensed milk, open them up, pour them in. I remember as a kid, you could buy this in a tube. Just sit there and just suck it out of the tube. Hopefully kids don't do that nowadays, but it's nice. Condensed milk's also nice in a cup of coffee sometimes too, so there's lots of things you can do with that. Second can. And now we've just got those 2 cans in our baking dish. Got to do it, can't help it. Brings me back to my childhood. Then we want to cover it tightly with some alfoil. Make sure you've got that covered the whole way around. And now I'm going to 3/4 of the way up the glass jar, fill it with boiling water. So I've already boiled this water. Now gently pour it in and do make sure it comes 3/4 of the way up. That's important to get that 3/4 of the way up. If you don't have enough water, the condensed milk will burn on the bottom, and we don't want to do that. We want to slowly cook the condensed milk, just using the moisture from the water. And it's as simple as that. Now we just pop it in our oven for about 1.5 hours. I've got the oven set at 200, so it's quite high. That's a fan forced oven set at 200 degrees Celsius. I'm gonna have a look at it after 1.5 hours, make sure that it's the consistency that I want. And just throughout the cooking process, I am gonna have a little peek in to make sure that the water hasn't evaporated. And if it has, it's gonna top it up a little bit. I'm going to do these in 2 different size eggs. The kids, maybe smaller ones, or those that don't have as sweet a tooth, just the normal little smaller eggs. And I've gone and got myself just 2 that are the next size up. So whatever size egg you think that you can eat that sweetness with. And these ones I'm going to just serve in a little coffee cup. And then the smaller ones, I'm actually going to get myself the egg holder. I'm just going to trim it down, pop them in some little individual portion sizes, put them on the table. There's 2 little holders just for the smaller ones, just so they're sitting upright, and then you can decorate them on the plate any way that you want to. Now what I want to do with my chocolate eggs, I just want to chop the tops off each one of them, because I'm going to use this as the casing for the dulce de leche, and I'm going to fill the eggs with that once it's cooled. But first of all, we need to chop the tops off. So like what I did in my cheesecake filled Easter eggs, I've already got myself a cup of boiling water, because I just find dipping a knife in it allows you to slice the egg a bit easier. So let's start with littlies. Just grabbing that. Now I just want to take a bit off the top. Don't force it too hard or you'll break the egg, but even if it breaks, it doesn't matter. It's a bit rustic looking. All goes in your belly the same way, doesn't it? There's the first one. This one, I'm going to cut down a little bit further. Reason I did that is because I broke it in the grocery bag. But, you know, with these desserts, you can just do them at however you want. So we've got 3 different sizes there to fill, so not everyone has the same taste at Easter. Put that away for my husband later. Right, let's do the next ones. This one's going to be interesting because they're filled with M&Ms. Oh, look at that, filled with the M&Ms. So I'm going to leave those in there as a little surprise for when I fill it with the dulce de leche. Pop those on there. I'm just going to pop those in the fridge. Actually, just so the flies don't get on them while I'm cooking the dulce de leche. All right, I've had that cooking now for an hour and a half, and I did top it up once with a little bit of boiling water just because it had evaporated a little bit too much for my liking, and I just always want to make sure that it's above at least halfway. So I like it between halfway and 3/4 of a way, the water to cook the sauce. So let's get it out. Now that is quite hot. Of course, it's been cooking for an hour and a half at 200 degrees, so keep your gloves on. I should get some Easter gloves, shouldn't I?
Now let's just give it a good whisk.
Now that's all whisked up, I'm going to pop it in my fridge because I need this cool because I'm putting it in chocolate eggs. But if you want to eat it hot, you can eat it hot because it tastes so yummy. You know what, I'm just going to have a little bit more. Oh my goodness, that's lovely. Right, I'm going to pop him in the fridge, let him cool for about an hour, then we're going to put him in the eggs. Now I've let that cool probably for maybe about half an hour, just till it's cool, because I don't want it to be hot when I'm putting it in the eggs, but I don't want it to be too thick, so it can't go in the eggs nicely. So I'm just going to give that one more quick whisk, make it nice and creamy. And I've placed my eggs around. I've got halves, I've got little bits, I've got quarters, just all different angles. I'm going to place them on a platter. I'm going to put them in the middle of the table and people can help themselves. You may want to serve it with a dollop of cream and maybe some raspberries as well. I'm going to leave those M&Ms in there. Oh, I'm going to leave those M&Ms in there. That'll be a nice little surprise for someone when they don't know that's in there. And that is my final plate. So I've popped a few little raspberries on it. I've put some sprinkles on it. I've sat some of them in some shredded coconut, which I put some green food coloring in. Just chucked a few little Easter eggs around, a few little decorations. If you've got cream, you could serve it with cream. If you've got ice cream, you could pop some ice cream on it too. I'm going to pop that in the center of my table at Easter, and I bet that's gone in the flash. Now, what do we do with the leftovers? So you would put this in a jar, pop it in the fridge, keep for 1 to 2 weeks in the fridge, and you can eat it on ice cream, you can eat it on toast, bread, pop it on some cupcakes, or if you're like me, just eat it on its own. That is so nice. If you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed eating that, then please give me the big thumbs up. I'd love if you could subscribe to my channel too. And if you've got any little comments, I would definitely read them. Pop them in the comments below. Let me know if you prefer the dulce de leche or whether you prefer caramel. Happy Easter, everyone. I'm gonna go and keep eating. Although I can't double dip, can I? Get a new spoon. Happy Easter.